Okay, so Chris, how was it? Optic versus red dot.
Alright, hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm playing with the SSR15 AEG, but I'm gonna do it different today because if you remember last time I was complaining about the red dot and how I cannot really track the BBs. If wind takes away the BBs, it's hard for me to correct. So half the day I'm gonna play with the red dot, the rest of the day I'm gonna play with a low magnification scope, and this is gonna give me the edge when it comes to seeing the trajectory. Obviously there's disadvantages and advantages to both of those optics, but I'm gonna talk about those towards the end of the video. We can play Airsoft again, we have nice weather, so let's get right to it. The game of today is Capture the Flag, and Josef is actually playing on the enemy team. So let's see if we meet each other in the game. Since I'm running the SSR15, I choose to attack from the forest because I can fire multiple BBs to get through the leaves and branches. With a sniper rifle, it would be way harder to attack from this side. The guy is behind cover, so it's hard to aim at him with the red dot because I can barely see the head. I guess the scope would be better in this case, but I managed to hit him anyways. I tripped and almost impaled myself on a piece of wood. At the same time, the 3D printed zoom cam mount cracked and I lost the camera.
I see the guy.
No, I lost my zoom cam. Today is not the day. So I need to find my zoom cam. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rush, shoot some people, then go back and actually look for it. Not a bad plan, but Josef and another guy already have me in their crosshairs. And of course I get hit.
I think I got you, man.
Let's watch it from Josef's perspective.
Chris!
Right, onto the thin combat shot. God, that hurt. Yeah, 450 FPS semi here. Alright, let's look for my zoom cam. Ah, it's right there. It's right there! Yes! I found it! Okay, now with the scope. 4x magnification. Let's see what I can do. I have really high hopes for the scope because I'm already so used to sniper rifles. I think it will be a great advantage on this field, but it's also heavier.
I see the guys right there behind the red car. I'm gonna get you.
So I do like the optic for some reason. For example, now I saw a detail that's important. The red car over there has a glass in the door and the guy was peeking through it, and we would assume it's a car wreck, it doesn't have windows anymore, but it does. So I actually saw the BB bouncing off the window. It would have been a direct headshot. And with the red dot you wouldn't see this, you would just keep shooting. So you see those little details.
Come on, man. Yes! Nice. Low magnification scope is not a bad idea. I just saw his foot and I hit him.
Oh, battery empty. Battery empty. I didn't bring a spare one. It was such a nice run and another battery's empty. I didn't charge it since last game because I wanted to see how long it lasts. If everything works correctly with D2 and everything. Looking good. Yeah, it's slow.
Okay, so Chris, how was it with the optic versus red dot? Tell me.
I'm split on it. On the one hand, the optic just gives you the option of, you know, really seeing what the enemy's doing. You see like where his hand is going, if an elbow is peeking out. You see everything, and you also, you know, I was peeking under the car. I was seeing and predicting what he's gonna do. I was like, oh, he's gonna peek out at the right.
Because you see more details.
Exactly,
like
yeah, you see the details of which angle his feet are in, and like he's kneeing down. I see his knee. Oh, now he's gonna peek out. Just put the crosser there. I fire a shot. The wind takes it a little bit away, and I see exactly where the BB is going. It's like, oh, it's 10 centimeters to the left. I correct.
Make more
boom.
precise corrections.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a really. It's not a. Oh, the guy's there. I fire 5 shots, and one's gonna, you know, hit him anyways. It's more like a. Okay, I know the second shot's gonna go where the first one goes. Boom. But then there's the issue of like a guy shooting at you, and you go like, okay, I have to. And you have to find the right eye relief and all of this. And also, you see a guy, he's over there, you go up with your gun, and no matter how skilled you are, you will be slightly off. It's like, boom.
Most likely, yeah, because you have to find the target again once the field of view changes. So we are seeing like this, and through the scope you see like this.
Yeah.
And, you know, the environment, what you see changes, especially in the forest. Like, it looks all the same. Where is the guy, you know? Suddenly you are not looking for this big of a target, but this big of a target.
And you can train that at a range where you go like, okay, the target is there, and you go up, and it works. But if you're like this in a position, you go like, oh, he's there, and try to find him. It's just different in a game and at the range.
Okay, so tell me, what is your pick for the next game? Let's make a conclusion. What do you like better?
I actually think on the next game I'm gonna try red dot and magnifier.
We have a third option. We have a third option. Yeah, that's true.
I like the idea of it. I already know I'm gonna run it, and I'm gonna say, it's inconvenient, and it's always in the way, and it's heavy. But the idea of having the advantage of the red dot, and when you need it, you just go like, clack! And now you have the magnification. Maybe that...
If you need it, I mean, yeah.
It sounds good in theory.
But here you can just like crank it, you know, up and down.
You can crank it, but even if it's 1 times magnification, it's not like, boom!
No, it's
not like
it's
that,
not.
yeah.
Because it still changes a little bit. Like the field of view, it's not perfectly like a red dot.
So, no conclusion. It's really a preference thing. Let's see if the red dot magnifier combination is the best. But also, it's, you know, if it is the best, it's also the most expensive, and it's the heaviest.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.
Pew, pew.